The IPSOS group had between the 4th and 18th of last month sought views from a cross-section of the citizenry on a number of national issues. 2,076 respondents sampled from the 47 counties were involved in the survey, conducted through face-to-face interviews. The poll focused on, among other issues, the direction the country was taking as well as President Uhuru Kenyatta's approval rating. 60% of those polled said the country was headed in the wrong direction, with 26% content with the state of affairs. 14% of the respondents were either indifferent or unsure of the country's direction. 43% of the ruling Jubilee coalition supporters polled said the country was headed in the wrong direction, with 41% comfortable with the happenings in the country. Almost all the CORD supporters polled during the survey said the country was not being well steered, while 9% were of a contrary opinion. Those convinced all was not well in the country cited the skyrocketing cost of living, leadership challenges, corruption and unemployment. In general, political party affiliation notwithstanding, the list of serious issues according to those polled includes the cost of living, corruption, unemployment, poor leadership and political instability. However, despite the government's poor ranking, President Uhuru Kenyatta's approval ratings improved by 21% compared to the last survey conducted by the IPSOS group in November last year. 31% of those polled gave the president a thumbs down, while 6% were not sure of his performance. The latest poll findings indicate that President Kenyatta's approval ratings remained over 60% in Central, Rift Valley, Eastern and Coast regions. The survey shows that Kenyatta had within 6 months gained substantial popularity in perceived CORD strongholds, areas where he has made forays in recent months. The president recorded a more than 50% score in all the regions except Nyanza. Critics, however, question how Kenyatta's approval ratings would remain high, yet more than 60% of the respondents had misgivings with the government he leads.
But when you come to the approval of a leader, especially a president, even if we're not asking the question right then, who would you vote for in the next election? Many people will think, well, if not Huyu, then Nani. So there may be a subconscious or semi-conscious comparison. I'll give him the benefit of the doubt because I don't see any other leader that could do any better for the time being. So that's why we ask both for right and wrong direction, Kenya's direction, and approval or disapproval. What's the main reason you say so?
Those who approve of Kenyatta's leadership cite infrastructure, education, economy, the fight against graft, and implementation of the constitution as his points of strength. However, those who do not approve of his leadership fault him for failing to effectively fight corruption, grow the economy, and security issues.
They say a week is a long time in politics, a year and a half is an eternity.
The IPSOS survey indicates Kenyatta's approval ratings overshadowed those of his deputy William Ruto, the cabinet and the national government in general. The Jubilee coalition, according to the respondents, was the political outfit Kenyans felt closest to, while 32% of those polled rooted for CORD. At least 20% of those surveyed were either undecided on their political party of choice or belonged to none at all. Francis Gashuri's Citizen Live at 9.